Let's go kill some marauders.
Wish we had some better rations.
The constabulary. Oh, hello. Hey, it doesn't look like we have to steal that stuff, so we'll take it. And we'll take that. So the mag pick, as you can imagine, is for picking locks, and the bypass shunt is for hacking. Oh, yes. Ah, sweet, sweet ammo. I think this is some sort of hotel. The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Searching. One record found. Open last entry. Somebody wants to be an engineer. Anything good out here? All right. Nothing like a little looting to start the day. Let's see what's over here at the other entrance. Okay. So that's the cannery.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
We'll look around here between the buildings, since we didn't really go between the buildings before. And the rings are not something you can wear. The rings are, they're junk, effectively. They do, however, have weight to them, so you have to be careful when picking up a bunch of random stuff that you make sure you hit a vending machine or a vendor and sell it.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson.
Yes, you are.
Never been
It's
healthier.
fine. Perfectly fine. Let's F5. Grab your cigarette lighter there. While you have your back turned, I'll come over here. Loot some more food. Some light ammo, because why not? You're not going to need it. Is there anything in your bathroom? Or your bedroom? You need me to come in here and loot some of this stuff too? Got anything in the shitter? No? Come on, you're not hiding like a mag pick back there?
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
Abernathy.
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick.
I'm not sick.
Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Off to the sick house with you, boy.
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
I'm an aspiring old man, so sure, why not?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second-story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Sure, why not?
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
I think it's in your nose.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine.
What's up,
Spacer's
Esther?
Choice Actuary.
Yeah.
I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Are you dropping some eaves?
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Yeah. Better price?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Mm-hmm.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Why don't you tell me anyways?
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Just one? How about you double it?
That's all I can ask of you.
What does it mean exactly when I'll do you one better? It's pretty vague.
Another day at the cannery.
Let's go in here. Is he gonna get upset if we pick this door? What if I hide here, behind the vending machine, and then save? Because why not? And then pick the door. And then close the door. And then loot everything inside. Yeah! That is a lot of tuna. And so all of these things, I'll show them to you in a second because we haven't talked about them. The food becomes kind of helpful. Depending on what you're trying to do. Let's see here. It should be under here. So, the tartar sauce gives you increased base health for 2 minutes. Body attributes +1. There's body, mind, and something else attributes that you can increase, and they'll increase your stats and your skill points. So if you're trying to have a conversation and you're a little shy on the points you need in order to persuade or lie to somebody, you can, pop one of these things, and it'll help you increase your ability to do that. Same thing, whereas if you're a little bit overweight, you can pop something that increases your body attributes. There is something around here that will do that. That's mind, armor rating, like something like this. And it'll give you the ability to carry a little bit extra for a short period of time, just in case you want to fast travel somewhere, because in the game, unless you've taken the special perk that allows you to fast travel when you are encumbered, once you're encumbered, you're not fast traveling anywhere. So that's what that stuff is. But before we get too deep into that, I think we'll come back here, F5 again, and see if we can't pick this door. We can. Can we dip in here without him seeing us? We can. And then, oh, this leads us upstairs. Ooh. Oh, me forgot about that. Alright. Let's see what he's got in here. Anything? got out on the balcony here? Alright. Well, it wasn't anything game-changing, but not too bad. Save again, see if we can't get access to this cash register. Oh! Wow. Nice. Okay. We'll save again, chat him up. I think we need to...
It's not the best choice.
It's Space's choice. Alright, so they told us to talk to the guy in the cannery previously.
Music to my ears.
So we'll ask him that. Sell. And we want to sell all junk. It's worth about 300. That's good. And now we will sell... Let's go here. Alright, the healing stuff we want to keep. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Body attributes. Base health. Natural health regeneration. I may keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That we're going to keep. Get rid of that. That's personality, that's body, that's body, that's mind, that harmful status effects, and get rid of that. Okay. No. Oh, hey, let's see here. We have some armor we picked up. Tech skills +5, stealth skills +5, tech skills +5, tech skills +5. That's body armor 3, body armor 4, body armor 9. Stealth skills +5. Let's go ahead and... Not gonna sell anything just yet. Alright, what's our inventory at right now? We're at 76 of 130. I don't think if we go loot the cannery that it is going to be too big of a deal. We'll swing through here. I think there is at least a box of something back here. Or if there's food or there's something worth looting. I thought maybe. Or not? Or I'm completely missing it, and, yeah. Oh, you know what? There is another way to go in the cannery. We're gonna go in this way. You can go in the main door, too, but we'll go in there. We looked through these buildings. We looked around the back through here. I think we probably looked through here. Yeah, I think we went. We did this. We found that stuff. We went straight through here, and we went through here. Yep, okay. So make sure we covered that stuff. I don't want to miss anything that's lootable. Not this early on, at least.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
So you have the ability to repair your stuff in the field. So if we go to like a weapon and go to this, and there is a I think you have to put a few points into something. But whatever you do, you have the ability to repair stuff in the field using weapon parts or armor parts. However, it's much, much more expensive to do that than coming to a workbench and doing the repair at the workbench. So just keep that in mind. If you are doing repairs, it's going to be something that is going to be a lot less expensive if you do it at the workbench than if you do it while you're out in the field. So this looks like it costs 5 weapon parts to repair here at the workbench. If we did it in the field, it might cost 10 or something like that. So just keep that stuff in mind when you're making those decisions. We're gonna break down some of this stuff right now. So there's a balance here in whether you break something down or you sell it. Early on, if it's worth a lot of money, I would definitely sell it. However, if it's something you can break down, I would go ahead and break it down. There are quite a few, like this is worth, like these are worth like 10, but this is worth 28. That's worth 28. Eventually, you'll get yourself to a point where money will still be something you're chasing, but it won't be your main motivation. So just use your good judgment, and when you're trying to assess like what's worth keeping, what's not. We're gonna swap some of these things out. Like we'll sell this because it's worth 13. We'll sell that, but we're gonna break this down because it's worth 10 or less. I try to use that as my gauge early on. If it's 10 or less, I'll break it down. If it's more, I'll sell it. Alright, so this is 6.5. That's worth 94. We're definitely going to do that. 28, 28, 8.8. And this handgun is a... so it's an energy weapon handgun, which is really helpful. We just... it does a bunch of damage to... it's really good against like humans, and it's really good against like beasts, but it's really bad against anything that's heavily armored or anything that is like a mechanical, like a robot or something. So like electrical damage does great against robots and armor. Corrosive damage is good against robots and armor. And then this stuff is good against like beasts, and because they have no armor, obviously, and like metal armor and humans. But if the humans are heavily armored, this isn't as effective as other types of damage would be against them. So something to just keep in mind. We'll roll with it early on because it's only our only energy weapon, and I think we're going to keep this and give it to a companion. Grenade launcher, grenade launcher. Shotgun, I think we'll keep that and give it to a companion. I think we're going to sell both the grenade launchers, though. Where was that vendor at? Here we go. General store.
Work your jaw on.
Shush.
Music to my ears.
Alright, we will sell... So you can see just based on our current reputation with Spacer's Choice, we have a 3% discount. All right, weapons. We're keeping that. We were going to sell this. And we were going to sell these. Yep. Okay. Now, let's go back down to the cannery and loot the heck out of it. Since I've been promising that we would loot the cannery for the past 5 minutes, now we're really gonna go loot it. Found. One left hand, severed at the wrist, some bone damage. The weird thing is, so tab, and you know what? I wonder here. Let's go to settings. I haven't tried this yet. Gameplay, controls, key bindings. What does it say? Use, interact. Is there anything that says the tab key is used for something in here? Tab, view ledger. Menus cannot be rebound. Really? Well, that's unfortunate. So anytime I'm in an interface like this and I want to get out of it, I constantly want to just hit the escape key and back out, but you can't do that. The tab key is what you need to hit, and it really annoys the hell out of me. So as we play through, you'll find that as we're doing various things, I'm constantly hitting that stupid key. Oh, 200 bits. Nice. Oh, yeah. And we picked up a helmet, which we haven't picked up yet. And this is a really nice helmet for what we're trying to do because it should have lockpick on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I look like a bounty hunter. Company worker. Don't mind me as I raid the fridge. No. I'll steal bits and heavy ammo. Do you think that's you really need heavy ammo inside the cannery? Maybe to deal with bandits who are randomly sneaking in here stealing stuff? Ah, she saw nothing. Okay. Whoever else was out here went for a walkabout. Sprats? Hey, you can steal sprat hides. Sprat hides are considered junk, and they sell pretty well. I think they're worth like 5 bits a piece or something. Anything in the loo? No? Just Aunt Lou? Aunt Lou, is that you? You come here to cook my dinner and shine my boots? Come on, Aunt Lou. I think there's a mag pick up here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I thought I remember that. And what's down here? For some reason, I remember there being very little, if any, loot in this immediate area. So if you do come down in here, I'll warn you, the thing you're looking for to repair your ship is right there. But you don't want to touch it, because if you do, it will do significant amount of damage to you. In the, I know in normal difficulty, it will at least take half your health. And this difficulty, my guess is it would probably murder me. I don't want to go down that route, so just don't go in there and just try to randomly snatch that thing, because it's that's not going to go well. Alright, we'll go out onto the assembly floor here. And I think... Yes. You know what? Let's close that door. Go ahead and loot this. Crack that open. Use terminal. Logs. The Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada. Work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. Go talk to the commissar. He'll help you out. We'll go through here. There are quite a few cannery workers in the cannery at the moment. As such, we may not be able to steal as much as I'd like to. But that doesn't mean I won't try. Who can see me? Anybody? Anybody? No? Aha! The sneakiness is real. Yeah, so there's a quick save function in the game. You've probably seen me use it here and there. That's not autosave happening. That's me quick saving because if you can, you really want to quick save before you do anything too overtly bad, like stealing stuff. If you are stealing stuff and you're having problems getting spotted, obviously I would suggest increasing your sneak to assist with that. But if that doesn't necessarily solve the problem, if you're looting containers, the best way to loot containers without getting seen is to hold down the loot button and loot everything at the same time instead of looting things individually. It gives you a better chance to loot everything in one go and people not see you in the course of doing that, versus if you kind of just click them off one by one, there's a chance you'll get spotted. I'm gonna see how lucky we get with this one. So there's a hold E to steal all, or just E to steal. Check, see what that guy thought about that. No. They get a little mark above their head, which will increase as you are stealing stuff, and if you're being noticed. And then they'll come after you, and you can have interesting conversations based on that. Just see if there's anything else around here worth stealing, or not worth stealing. If it's not nailed down, we're taking it. Let's be honest. Yeah. Let's see. In here, that is the doorway. That leads up here. Oh, look at all the sprats. How many sprat hides we can take? Oh, yeah. Too bad we can't chuck them in there. That'd be fun. Somebody's office. Who's got a mag pick they want to give us. Terminal. Messages. Phyllis Granger. Phyllis now has access to medical treatment. Good for her. Password required. Yeah. Password is Tenderfoot. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterly. Sounds to me. Need to prepare a statement for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work. Show up. Wear a smile. And you'll get your medical privileges. Well, Theodore's dead. If you don't want to end up like Theodore, you better show up to work. Stop screwing around. See here. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we're expected to face up to that reality, and the reality is that we do not have enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering from the symptoms of the incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Effectively be a good communist. Alright. There's our guide to engineering. That's a quest item. Somebody's going to want that later on. Alright, I believe we have looted the heck out of this place. There is no more looting to be done. Only thing left to do is to go up and talk to the boss man. And pick up our first companion.
Miss Holcomb, I'm ready to see the grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, Wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned...
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
So when you say mostly, you mean not really?
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head.
Good law, no. I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant.
Yeah?
Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.